African-inspired home decor, how to style it beautifully and respectfully. Now there's something about African-inspired home decor that just feels, well, different. It's rich, it's grounded, and it tells a story. But for a lot of people, there's also a question. How do I bring this style into my home without getting it wrong? Without it feeling forced or worse, disrespectful. In today's video, we're going to walk through what African-inspired home decor really is, how to style it in a way that feels beautiful and intentional, and how to do it with respect. But before we do, so let's start with what is African-inspired decor. First, let's clear something up. African decor is not one single style. Africa is a massive continent with 54 countries, each with its own traditions, materials, and design influences. So instead of thinking African decor looks like this, think African-inspired decor is about storytelling, craftsmanship, and a connection to culture. So you'll often see hand-woven textiles, natural materials like wood, clay, and fiber, earthy color palettes, and symbolic patterns and motifs. This style isn't about cookie-cutter perfection. It's about history, meaning, and identity. Let's talk about some key elements to look for. If you want to bring this style into your home, focus on the building blocks. 1. Natural materials. Whether it's wood or clay or woven baskets or even leather, these materials create a sense of grounding, like your home is directly connected to the earth. At number 2, we have textiles, but with meaning. So think mud cloth, kente-inspired patterns, woven fabrics. These are not just decorative, although they are beautiful, but they often carry a cultural or symbolic meaning. Even using them in small ways like pillows or throws can really transform a space. I also mentioned earth-toned color palettes. So think of the colors that you would normally see in Africa. Warm browns, terracotta, deep blacks, soft creams. These colors feel calm and rich and timeless. Now the fourth one is handcrafted pieces, and this is a big one. African-inspired decor shines when it includes handmade pottery, carved wood pieces, artisan-made decor, because it reflects the human touch behind the design. I gave you a lot of information, but now let's talk how to bring it into your home. You don't need to completely redesign your space. You can start small. As a matter of fact, I encourage it. So start with layering, but not overwhelming. Add a few intentional pieces, a woven basket, a textured throw across your sofa arm, a statement art piece, and really let them stand out and shine. I would also encourage you to mix it with your existing style. African-inspired decor blends beautifully with modern, minimalist, boho, and even organic modern. You don't have to choose one or the other. A beautiful fusion never hurt nobody. Also, focus on storytelling. Now, I'm not actually telling you to tell a legit story, But instead of filling your home with random pieces, ask yourself, why am I choosing this? What about this piece is drawing me into it? The goal is a space that feels collected, but not copied. Another thing that I really wanted to talk about is the difference between cultural appropriation versus appreciation. This is such an important conversation, and it doesn't have to be complicated. The difference comes down to intent, awareness, and respect. So here's what to avoid: treating cultural items as trends, using meaningful symbols without really understanding them, and buying mass-produced imitations without knowing their origins. So what to do instead? Support authentic artisans and businesses when possible. Learn the story behind the pieces you bring into your home. And be intentional with what you display. But remember, this is not about being perfect. It's about being mindful. Because when you respect the culture behind the design, whether it's African, whether it's Asian culture with Japandi, or so on, the space feels more meaningful, more connected, and more real. The last thing that I want to touch on is the feeling and why people love it. At the end of the day, African-inspired decor isn't just about how a space looks. It's about how it feels. It's grounded. It's warm. It feels lived in. It feels like a big ol' hug. A home that feels connected to something deeper than trends. And when you bring that into your space, it changes more than just your decor. It changes the energy of how you live in it. So if you've been drawn to African-inspired design, start small. Stay intentional and let your space grow over time. You are legit curating a collection here. And let me know in the comments, have you ever tried incorporating this style into your home? And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check the description for pieces that can help you bring this look into your own home. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.